Hi guys, welcome back. So a little while ago I made a video about the big bridge I made over the river in the river map, and everybody is asking me how I place those pillars in the river. So I'm gonna explain in this video how I did that. And first thing I need to explain is um, I got the idea from the rock mod. If you don't know what the rock mod is, I'll show you. So you can load rocks now at the lumberyard. They added this option, and that gives you a big box, and once you click advanced and drop load, then there appear rocks. So my idea was to change the rocks for another object, but I don't need, so yeah, the other object would be the pillar in the river then, but I don't need that many pillars, so we need to change the amount of rocks that drop. So inside the spin tires folder you'll have the media map where you installed the rock mod, and inside there if you go to classes, trucks, you have two XML files, load rocks and load huge rocks. So we're gonna edit load rocks, and there it says manual loads 32. So I just want one rock, so I'll change this to 1, save the file. And now that I restarted spin tires, if I press drop load now, it only drops one rock. So, but now we want to have the pillar instead of the rock. So for that we need to make our own model using 3D Studio Max. So I found this website on the spin tires forum, and here you have all the versions for the different 3D Studio Max versions for the exporter you need, so you can translate your model to something spin tires understands. So I need this one since I have 3D Studio Max 2013. Just click it and let it download, and after it's downloaded you have the 32-bit version and the 64-bit version. I need 64. So just copy this one and go to your 3D Studio Max folder, and there you have a plugins folder, and then you can just drop it in here. I already have in mine. Okay, so now we need to make a model, and I'm not gonna explain how 3D Studio Max works. There's plenty of tutorials on the internet on how to do it, but let's make a small box. There we go. Let's put it on the center, like so. So now we have a small block that we could export, but if we export it like this, then it doesn't have a hitbox, so you can just drive through it, and yeah, it's like just an empty shell. So we need to make a copy of this model, and we're gonna call it CDT. It's very important that you call it CDT, otherwise it won't work. So now we have two boxes that are on top of each other, but we still need to link them together. So you go to Tools and click New Scene Explorer, and there you have the two models. So we're gonna drop the CDT, drag and drop it underneath the box. So yeah, it's linked. And that's about it. Now you can just go to Export, select Rock B. Yeah, so I already went here, but so you inside of your spin ties folder, media, meshes, models, and then rock B. That's the smaller rock, and rock A is the bigger rock. So save it, replace it, yeah. And you have to make sure all these settings are like this. Then you press OK. And now if we load spin tires again, if we drop this load, we have a box that flipped in really nice into the back of my truck. Yeah, so you can make anything you want, and this is a simple box. And I modeled the pillars, but that's not it entirely, since now this box weighs the same as the small rock, so it's really light. And if you would place it in the river and drive, or put logs on it and try to drive on it, it would just be pushed away really easy. So we need to make it really heavy. I'll show you how to do that. So in your Spintiles folder, media, classes, models, you have a rockb.xml file. There it says mass, and so let's make it 5000, so it's 50 times heavier than it was before. And if we save it and we restart Spintiles now, you'll see it's a lot heavier. Well, you can't really see it that well, but as you can see, the truck is really low on these tires now. It's all pressed all the way in, since it's a really heavy box right now. Let's see if it will still drive. Yeah, it still drives, but it's pretty heavy now. It won't move that easy anymore now. Okay, so that's about it. I'll go back to the river, and I'll show you how I put it from the back of this truck inside the river. Okay, just to show, this is my model I used for the bridge, and I added a handle so I can pick up this model with the crane. And once I placed the model on the spot I wanted it to have, I just edited the model again and removed this bar, so it's not in the way anymore. And you can just reload Spintiles again with the adjusted model, and the model stays in the same place but gets adjusted when you reload the game, so that's nice. So I just exported this one as well over the rockb again. And now if I restart Spintiles, when I press drop load, not the box will unload, but this big model. Okay, so here we are, already driven to the river, and I brought the truck with long logs and already dropped those logs. It's always the best to drop the logs first, by the way, if you're building a bridge, and use this pillar option, since most of the times when you drop a second batch of something, a couple of the spawned models will disappear. So it's always best to drop a load of logs first and then the single pillar. Yeah, so we'll drop this one, and we have a nice big model on the back of our truck. And I already brought a truck with a crane as well. So now we can pick that model up with this crane. And it should be easy now, since it's really light now. As you can see, you can just push it really easy, that other model. Okay, pick it up. I think we maybe are too far away still. I can just reach it. Pick it up by the handle I made. There we go. Okay. Now we have to position it. Drive into the river. Somewhere here, I think. Okay. As you can see it, because it's so light, it's really easy to move about. I think we need to drive a little bit further backwards. that's a bit better. Oh, I'm a bit too close. Now, but well, you guys get the idea. I'll just drop it in here. So now, just to show one more time that well, we placed it here now with the look at damage. Oh no. Okay. But yeah, it's really easy to push around still, so now we're gonna make it heavy again. So inside the media folder you go to classes, models, rockb.xml, and we'll change the mass to a lot. And now if we restart the game, the model should be immovable. And if we push with the grain against it now, it shouldn't move at all. Yeah, as you can see, nothing happens. I can try to pick it up. But it's impossible. So now it's really solid. You can't really do anything much to move it about, but it's really nice when you load up the logs so it doesn't move. Well, that's about it. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys have any questions, I'll just leave it in the comments and I'll try to explain it or answer them as best as I can. I'll leave links to the rock mod and to the that site where you can download the exporter plugin for 3D Max, and a link to the original video with the bridge. Okay, thanks for watching and see you guys next time.